Today we're taking notes on slope-intercept form. So you've seen this before. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so example 1, identify the slope and y-intercept. Here we're just working on identification. So y equals negative 3x plus 7. We're going to identify the m. Remember, m is in front of x, not including x. So our m is negative 3. Our b is whatever is added or subtracted at the end. In this case, we have plus 7, so our b is a positive 7. Letter C, y equals negative 3/4 x minus 2/5. M, remember, is attached to the x. It's the number in front. Negative 3/4. B is the number added or subtracted at the end, so negative 2/5. We'll leave B and D to do in class together. Going down to example 2. Now we're going the opposite way. We are writing an equation in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. All we're plugging in for is the m and the b. So we have our slope is negative 5 and the y-intercept is 3. I'm going to label these. Our m is our negative 5, and our b is our 3. So from here I have y equals m, so negative 5x, and then if it's a positive 3, I'm putting plus 3. All right, the next one. Notice they didn't give them to me, so I have to find the m and find the b, then I can write it in the form y equals mx plus b. M is slope from a graph. We're going to use rise over run. So we're rising 1, 2, 3, 4 units. We are running 1, 2. So our slope is 4/2, rise over run, but we have to simplify. 4 divided by 2 is 2/1, which simplifies even further to just 2. Double check your slope. Is this positive or negative? It would be positive, so I can leave this as a positive 2. B is our beginning point, or our y-intercept. So we're looking on our y-axis. Y-intercept is negative 3. Now I can write it y equals m, which is 2x, minus 3 for our b. Okay? On the back of your notes, now we're going to talk about how to actually graph the slope-intercept form. So we have 3 steps. Our first step is to identify your slope, which we have called m, and y-intercept, which is b. Step 2 is we are going to use your y-intercept to plot your first point. Step 3 is plot all other points using the slope. So our rise over run. All right, so our first one, notice we are still identifying m and b. Our m is 1/2, the number in front of the x, and our b is negative 4. So I've told my classes it's where we begin. So our y-intercept is this b value. So on the y-axis, we're going to go down to 1, 2, 3, negative 4, plot our first point. Okay, so we identified our m and our b. We used our y-intercept to plot our first point, and now we're going to plot other points using the slope. So rise over run. Rise 1, run positive 1, 2, so go to the right. So up 1, right 2. We're going to keep doing this until we reach the edge. We also have to get the other side of the line, so we're going to do the exact opposite. Down 1 and left 2, all the way to the other edge. From there, we're going to use our ID to connect our dots and draw our arrows. We'll do J in class together. Last one, we are rewriting this in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we're solving for y. We're trying to get this y all by itself. So we're going to have 2 steps to go to this. We're going to move the x term first. This is a positive 5x, so I minus 5x from both sides. These are going to 0. We bring down our positive 2y. These are not like terms. This has an x, this doesn't, so we don't combine. We just rewrite negative 5x plus 8. Last step is to get rid of the 2, so we're going to divide every single thing by 2. Those one out, we bring down y equals. That's what we're looking for. Negative 5 over 2 does not simplify. And then 8 over 2 simplifies to a positive 4. And we'll do I or L in class together.